Alright guys, I am in my 2010 F-150. There are a lot of videos out there on how to replace this actuator motor back here, which controls the blend door or moves the blend door back and forth to control your air conditioning or your heat. Now, a classic symptom if you have an issue in your truck where you have cold air blowing out of your passenger side and you have the heater controls in your truck set for hot and you have hot air coming out of the driver's side, this is more than likely a culprit. I have dual climate control. I didn't find a lot of videos about this, but the dual climate control, and if your air temperature coming out of your passenger side as well as the vents in the back of the truck are the wrong temperature compared to whatever you have your selector switches on, this is going to be a culprit. So I'm not going to go through the whole install of this because, like I said, there's a lot of videos about it. The hardest part of doing this is getting the back bolt that holds this actuator motor out, which is back in here, kind of where my finger is. Getting that bolt out, it's a real pain in the ass. So you have to come in through the glove box, and I don't know if you can kind of see up there, that's where it is. And you got to kind of monkey around with an 8mm wrench. So I was trying to use this initially, and I think I got like one turn on it, and like lining this thing back up, the open end of this back up, you can't fit the box end on it. Lining it up back there is almost impossible. So I found a better way to do this. I didn't see any of the guys that showed how to change this out do this yet, but it worked. So I kind of wiggled this thing back into place because I'm going to show you what I did. After you get the front bolt out, what you want to do is lift up on this thing, and you want to get the gear. You want to get the gear out of the blend door box, if you can kind of see down there. You want to pop that out. Once you got that out of there, you will be able to get it out, okay? Pop it out like that. What you're going to do then is get yourself just a pair of pliers and grab this thing and move it back and forth. You're not going to have a lot of room, but you're wiggling it from side to side like this. And what you're eventually going to do is you'll break the back tab off of this thing, as you can see here, and there's that pain in the ass bolt stuck back there with the broken piece on it. You're going to be throwing this out anyway. This is a bad part at this point, so there's no point in saving this thing, okay? So once you get that out, now you have clear access to this bolt. What you're then going to do, here's your motorcraft part. This is the actuator motor. I'm going to put a link to this down in the description. Now, a lot of guys go ahead and put this thing back in without putting that back bolt in, and supposedly there isn't any problems with just having it secured with this one. It holds it in place pretty good. But what I'm going to do is, this guy sits in there like this, so this is the back hole. I'm going to notch out a little channel in this plastic tab back here. And what that's going to allow me to do is I could start that bolt back there. I'm going to take the broken piece out, obviously. I'm going to start the bolt, and then I'll be able to slide the new actuator into place underneath that bolt and slide the gear back down into the slot in the blend door box, and then we'll be able to tighten the front bolt, and then hopefully we'll be able to get like maybe a half a turn or a quarter turn on the back bolt to hold the new one in place. Alright, then that's it. You'll be done. Hopefully this tip helps you. Like I said, I'm not going to go over the disassembly of the entire dashboard here because there's a few videos out there and those guys did a pretty good job of showing that. The one thing I do want to show you, because those videos didn't have the flow-through console like mine does. I have an FX4 with the shifter in the middle here as opposed to on the column. The only difference is you have to pop out this panel that sits underneath where the USB and the jack for like hooking up an iPod or something. You got to pull that out, and to do that you got to disconnect this just pops right out. Okay, what you got to do is, if you don't have these already, you can go to Harbor Freight and get a set of these for like $5. These are dash removal tools, and this small one here you can get right underneath this thing under there and like sort of pry it off. Alright guys, so I got everything back together in here now. I'm happy to report that fixed my heat. I have heat on both sides now again. Told you I wanted to show you how to remove this panel down here. So again, take one of these tools. If you don't have this, you can use a screwdriver. Basically all you do is you slip it into the slot here. Alright, just pry it down. and it's got these clips on either side that basically hold it in, no screws. And then what you got to do is you got to pop out this thing here, and you do that by sticking your hand underneath, and it's got some tabs on the sides. I found that if you just do the one side here, if I could do this, it pops right out like that. And the reason why you got to get this out is, there's no way you can see that, but right down here, I don't know if you can see that. Yep, right there. There's the bolts. There's three screws that hold this centerpiece on, aside from the clips on either side that, you know, hold it in place. You got to get this one out, and you got to get these two out. So that's how you get to this bottom one with a flow-through console with the shifter in the middle here in an F-150. Okay. Hope you guys found this video informative. Check out the rest of my channel. I got a bunch of other videos on there. Maybe help you out around your house, fixing things. If you like what you see, maybe you want to subscribe. Got any questions? Post them in the comments section down below. Give the like button a tap if this video helped you out, and thanks for watching.